So you've been asking me to do this video, and finally I'm doing it. It's a top 20 Tiziana Terenzi fragrances video for you. If you want to find out about the fragrances featured in this video, then please stay tuned. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is Sebastian. Yes, today we're talking about Tiziana Terenzi, a brand that I first discovered at Barney's here in San Francisco, probably going back to 2017. I think that's when they brought it in. Could be the 2016, but somewhere around there. Met Paolo Terenzi, met Tiziana Terenzi many times. I've got many videos on the channel with the two of them, separately, all that good stuff. If you're curious to learn more about them, definitely go search. But today we're talking about the brand, and I've got 20 fragrances, 20 favorites in this video. It's ranked, and there's a discount code happening right now at soavantgarde.com. I have a link in the info box. Sebastian30 saves you 30% off on all the fragrances that are on the website. So Soavantgarde is a distributor for Tiziana Terenzi. Actually, Soavantgarde is their online retail shop. The fragrance group is the distributor, and they are promoting the fragrances at 30% off this weekend. Started yesterday, and I did a special video for that. So we're going to start off with the fragrances, and the first one we're going to start off with is at number 20, FOCONERO. FOCONERO is featured down here because I find it to be pretty simplistic. It's a salty, ozonic, citrusy, aromatic fragrance, woods as well, and that's what it is here. It's pleasant to wear. It features these salty notes, and of course it also features lime with juniper, lavender, lemons, bergamot, thyme, oak moss with cedar and sandalwood. It's pleasant. It does have a little bit of a marine-ish kind of a touch. The salt acts that way, but it's pleasant to wear. It kind of also has a little bit of, I don't know, I would say this is very crowd-pleasing. It kind of has sauvage-like qualities, maybe a little bit of Aventus, more marine style, more salty style. So it's a crowd-pleasing type of a fragrance. So that's why it's featured here at number 20, FOCONERO. I know this next one is a very popular fragrance. I've ranked it low. I don't know why this one doesn't work for me, but it is very, very popular. This is KIRKE, this one right here. It's a fruity, woody fragrance to me, also a little powdery. It does feature passion fruit and peaches. They work really well together. It's just this one, I don't know, it's not my favorite fragrance, but I can see why people love it because it's very, very pleasant. It's passion fruit and peach, as I said, with musk, pear, raspberry, cassis, sand, vanilla, sandalwood, patchouli, and heliotrope. Yeah, there's definitely powdery touches. It's very woody, contrasted with that musk and all those fruits. You know, I like it, I just don't love it, you know? KIRKE at number 19. Next, at number 18, it's POGGIA, this one right here. So this one is, once again, kind of fruity and also musky, and there's also kind of a soapy backbone in this particular fragrance as well. It does have lots of citruses. It's musk, rosemary with rose, lemons, Ylang-Ylang, ambergris, passion fruit, green apple, peach, and bergamot. This one to me does go a little animalic. The ambergris, I think, definitely kind of goes animalic. So if you like that idea, maybe more like marine animalic. Not necessarily overly marine, just a little bit of an animalic touch comes through from the ambergris contrasted with the fruits and of course the citruses and the aromatics. So POGGIA at number 18. And then at number 17, it's HALLEY, this one right here. Are you familiar with HALLEY? Again, it's a fruity fragrance. It seems like the fruity fragrances somehow have ended up in the bottom of my video. I like fruity fragrances, but this house, Tiziana Terenzi, has a lot better fragrances than all the fruity fragrances. In fact, if you love fruity fragrances, I have a separate video on the channel of Tiziana Terenzi fruity fragrances. And again, this is a fruity fragrance, once again with passion fruit and peach, along with raspberry, cassis, musk, vanilla, woods, amber, floral notes, rose, and green notes. So this is a little more complex to me. It has the vanillic touches, the floral notes, the ambery touches, the greens. So definitely just goes a lot of different directions, and I quite like it. That's why it's, you know, put up here a little further to the top. HALLEY at number 17. Next up, going to the fragrance I purchased from Selfridges. This used to be a Selfridges exclusive when I was visiting the UK in December 2018 and January 2019. This is NERO Oud. It's no longer an exclusive fragrance because I see it now at Neiman Marcus here in San Francisco. This to me is oud and lots of woods, a little leathery touch and earthy touches with light citruses. It has a very polished kind of a smell, so shiny comes to mind with this one. There's something in here that creates a sheen or a shininess with the woods. I feel like there's ebony wood in here. I don't know why I'm thinking that, but it's a pleasant oud fragrance. It's not overly challenging or anything like that. Seems very Western, but if you like the idea of woody fragrances that kind of go into the oudy direction, NERO Oud at number 16. Alright, at number 15 it is TABIT, this one right here. Another fruity one, but this one I like a little more. It has some unique twist to it, and it also has that cotton candy note, so it makes kind of like a fun, playful, fruity, floral, coconutty, beachy fragrance, if that makes sense. It features notes of musk, peach, cotton candy, floral notes, vanilla, woods, amber, green notes, coconut, sand, bergamot. Yeah, it's a fun fragrance. It's playful. It's kind of tropical. It's a little beachy, and I like the idea of that cotton candy thrown in, kind of like you're at an amusement park next to the beach, and you're smelling the beach. It's tropical. You're riding the rides, kind of a thing, and eating cotton candy. So this is TABIT at number 15. Up next at number 14 is DELOX, this one right here. DELOX is Tiziana Terenzi's answer to Intense Cafe. Sure, there's differences, but when you kind of like don't compare them side by side, you'll notice that they are very, very similar. I feel like the rose is a little more amped up in DELOX. There's also kind of a granular, sugary type of experience here with this one as well. The coffee is kind of similar to Intense Cafe, not very strong with the coffee. So it's definitely the rose coffee latte type of a fragrance here. Along with the rose and coffee, there's musk, honey, vanilla, hyacinth, amber, opoponax, cedar, and iris. It's quite delicious. It's very cozy, very long lasting. DELOX is number 14. You know, one thing I forgot to mention at the beginning of the video, if you don't know this house, all the fragrances are extrait de parfum concentration, meaning higher concentration of perfume oils, so they have great longevity. These fragrances are very, very long lasting, and I think that's why a lot of people like these fragrances. Moving on to number 13, it's TELEA, this one right here. This out of the Sea Stars collection is my favorite. Really love this particular fragrance. It does have some light fruitiness as well, but not overly fruity. It has citruses, it's fresh, it's woods and earthy, musk, pear, rose, citruses, mahogany, vetiver, oak, hawthorn, oud, Ylang-Ylang. Yeah, there's a little oudy touch in here. It kind of adds a little woody funk to the fragrance, because you need that to kind of anchor it, to balance it out, because it becomes all fruity, floral, and fresh, citrusy. But I like that Cambodian oud that comes in. Just as I said, it kind of anchors the fragrance. Wonderful fragrance. TELEA at number 13. Up next at number 12, it's MAREMMA, this one right here. Everyone compares this one to Black Orchid by Tom Ford. You know, there's very much similarities, and also the wearing experience is different. When I wear this one, it's drier in comparison to the Tom Ford, which is amberier and stickier. Does that make sense? But yeah, they do smell kind of very similar to one another. That's why you'll be reminded of each other. I bought my first bottle at Barney's, and it was MAREMMA here in San Francisco when the brand was just launching there. But it's patchouli, cacao, honey, amber, oud, labdanum, cumin, oak, acorn, blackcurrant, ylang-ylang. The patchouli is king here, along with the cacao and the honey and amber, and of course they've got the oud in here as well, labdanum to make it ambery. I think those are the key notes here. That's what you're gonna get. It's quite delicious. MAREMMA at number 12. Next, it's BOREA, this one right here. Here we go with a nutty, almondy fragrance, and once again we got fruits in here. The fruits are all over. I think Tiziana Terenzi or Paolo Terenzi loves to use fruits in fragrances, but they're very, very complex fragrances with fruits in them. This one is a little tropical, and of course nutty, almondy as well, with coconut, almonds, pear, plum, vanilla, musk, tuberose, freesia, jasmine, rose, and oak moss. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of notes in these fragrances. They're very, very complex and very, very layered. This one is a fruity, floral, gourmand, almost tropical kind of a fragrance again. BOREA at number 11. That one's really nice. If you like almondy fragrances, definitely check that out. The next fragrance at number 10 is AFRODITE. AFRODITE I really like because of the lilac. Lilac was an obsession a while ago, and every spring I buy a bunch of lilac because I love the smell of it. And here it's lilac come to life with fruitiness. So it's kind of, once again, fruity floral-esque, but really a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. Lilacs, in addition to that note, there's white currant, white musk, white peach, neroli, ambergris, ebony, tuberose, iris, geranium, and vanilla. It's kind of gourmand. It's very powdery. It has aromatics, lots of fruits, along with that beautiful lilac smell. So lilac is the key here, is the king here, is the queen here. It's AFRODITE at number 10. At number 9, it's Arrakis, this one right here. So this one is generally compared to Red Tobacco and also Carlisle from Marley. But man, it is so strong. If you're looking for like extremely strong, even stronger than Mancera's Red Tobacco or Parfums de Marly's Carlisle, you gotta try this because this is, once again, extrait de parfum. Very, very long lasting and very, very sticky. Like the fragrance sticks on. You can see the oiliness when you spray it on. But of course, it's tobacco with tonka beans, gaiac wood. There's lots of spices here. Fruitiness from osmanthus, vetiver, and patchouli. Very masculine. It's Arachis at number 9 from the house of Tiziana Terenzi. At number 8, going to Porpora. This one right here. Yeah, this one is compared to Portrait of a Lady. Porpora, Portrait of a Lady. You know they're different. I do prefer Portrait of a Lady over Porpora. I don't know. I think the blend at Portrait of a Lady is, I don't know, something about it that I really like. But this one actually seems a lot stronger. But there's something about the Portrait of a Lady that really clicks with me. And this one, I like it. It's almost like Portrait of a Lady, but something in it kind of throws me off. I think maybe the incense is a little stronger in here, whereas the other is rose and raspberry a little stronger. But anyway, rose, incense, patchouli, myrrh, raspberry, musk, poppy, amber, benzoin, chestnut, cloves, and cinnamon. Very warm, very spicy, very rosy. There's definitely ambery touches here. And of course the incense and patchouli. I feel like incense is really strong in here, and that's why I think it's toning down the rose and raspberry and making it a little kind of darker and cooler. Because incense I find to be a cool note, a fresh, not fresh note, but it doesn't have a warmth to it. Either way, Porpora at number 8. Next up at number 7, it is Ecstasy, this one right here. Very unique fragrance with rose. Very unique. Out of Tiziana Terenzi fragrances, this is very unique to me. It's got spruce and pine with rose and incense. So unique, so lovely fragrance, this one. So it's incense, spruce, pine, rose, patchouli, amber. There's also soil tincture here, woody notes, labdanum, and violet. So it's very earthy and woody. It's almost like you're walking through the, pine forest and you come to this rose garden, and there's a church next to you with the incense smoke rising. You're smelling roses, the pine and spruce forest, and then the church incense kind of a thing. That's what Ecstasy is. Number 7. Really, really love that fragrance. I really do. Yeah, it's a great fragrance. Next, it's Hail Bop, this one right here. This is Tiziana Terenzi's Amber. Really, really strong, intense, powdery amber. Very, very long lasting. It is here because it's such a great fragrance. Really love it. Hail Bop features notes of amber, labdanum, vanilla, cinnamon, geranium, sandalwood, musk, patchouli, lemon, and nutmeg. This also kind of has similarities to Le Lion from Chanel, but this is definitely beast mode. Beast mode. It does kind of have that reminder of Guerlain's Shalimar. That's that kind of fragrance, because I feel like this is very, very similar to Chanel's Le Lion. Hail Bop at number 6. But as I said, extrait de parfum here, eau de parfum there. These are very, very long-lasting fragrances. This next one is called Valorum. This one right here. Really fell in love with this one because of the fruits, the white chocolate. And white chocolate and fruits together creates for this kind of syrupy, gooey, sticky fruitiness that I really, really like. And the fact that it has the fruits, it freshens things up, and you can wear it in the heat also. I mean, you might not like this in the heat because it has that creamy white chocolate in it. I really think it's great. The passion fruit here, along with almonds, white chocolate, musk, vanilla, tea, mandarin orange, ginger, lotus, and tonka. So yummy. This is great. If you like fruity fragrances, you gotta try Valorum because it is a wonderfully delicious offering from the house of Tiziana Terenzi. Up next at number 4, it's Lavdanum Nero. Yeah, this is a really, really great fragrance. And the comparison to Black Afghano is there, but I feel like this is really different than Black Afghano. The ashiness in here is completely original compared to Black Afghano. But this is incense, cognac, oud, tobacco, amber, labdanum, ash, oak, and honey. The cognac and honey sweetness in here contrasted with that ash, so unique. It's very, very smoky, very boozy. Love it. It's Lavdanum Nero at number 4. It might be a little challenging to wear, but as a smell, I really love smelling that fragrance. Next up, it's the vanilla from this house. This is Dionisio at number 3. So it does say 2019. I know the Neiman Marcus here has 2019 as well. Maybe there has not been any updates of this because I think there was a 2018. But man, this is a delicious vanilla. It's vanilla with lots of woodsy touches. It also reminds me a little bit of Vanille Antique from Byredo, but this is so much more beastly, like really, really intense extrait de parfum. But this is vanilla, and they've got 2 kinds of vanilla here, Madagascar and Tahiti, along with ambergris, oud, musk, jasmine, a little bit of lily of the valley. So it does get a little little animalic, just be warned, Ambergris. But man, it's a great, delicious vanilla fragrance. Dionisio 2019 at number 3. This is a wonderful, wonderful rose and oud combo. It's gold rose oud, and I bought a bottle from Barney's when they had first put it out. In fact, I also gifted a bottle to my mom. And Paolo Terenzi was visiting way back when they first launched the brand, and he signed her bottle at that time. Anyway, gold rose oud is kind of like black oud or rose d'Arabie, but in a more beastly form, you know? It's extrait de parfum, as I said. So it's oud rose patchouli with fir, sand, black pepper, honey, musk, amber, and sandalwood. Really great, really long lasting. It's the idea of the oud rose with patchouli is my favorite, because everybody loves oud and rose, but for me, I need to have the patchouli in there for some kind of a balance. I don't know why. It just works great, and they work wonderfully together, because oud rose patchouli is a match made in heaven. Gold rose oud, really great at number 2. You probably already guessed my number 1 because I speak about this one a lot. It's Ursa. Ursa to me is so great. The patchouli in here is so fantastic. The contrast to the dried fruit is delicious. The rum is in here also, but this does get leathery. There's definitely that leathery presence here. So you might be a little turned off by that, but I really like it in here. Yeah, this one's compared to Straight to Heaven, but man, this is a beastly form of that particular fragrance. So it's leather, dried fruits, patchouli, rum, elemi resin, tobacco, incense, and vetiver. Anyway, Ursa deserves the number 1 spot. I really love wearing that one. And I wear that in the heat, and it blooms like crazy, opens up, becomes fruity vanillic with that patchouli contrasted in the rum. So delicious. Anyway, that's my list. That's my top 20 Tiziana Terenzi fragrances list. Don't forget to take advantage of Sebastian 30 over at So Avant-Garde. It's 30% off. It started yesterday, goes until Monday. You can take 30% off all the fragrances over at So Avant-Garde. Not only the Tiziana Terenzi fragrances, but also the Quinto Canto, and there's a few other Tiziana Terenzi brands as well. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on these fragrances, and let me know what other fragrances you recommend for me to try from this house. I know there's a lot of fragrances, lots and lots and lots. They crank out so many fragrances, and I'm looking forward to Chai or Chi, the new fragrance. I think it has coffee, and I'm really looking forward to that one. Hopefully I'll get my nose on it soon. But either way, guys, thanks so much for watching today's video. If you have any questions or comments, please list below. Please like this video. Please share it. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook. And I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one. Goodbye.